CloudStack 4.21 introduces the Everything as a Service extension framework. This is a new mechanism that lets administrators extend the platform by integrating external orchestration and provisioning systems. The first extension type available is the Orchestrator. It allows registering custom hypervisors and external orchestration platforms. This brings true multi-hypervisor support to CloudStack. Extensions can implement core instance lifecycle actions such as create, start, stop, reboot, and delete, as well as optional custom actions like snapshot or backup. They are fully managed through the API and UI with support for configuration, resource mappings, and action execution. An extension in CloudStack is defined as an external script or binary that implements specific actions in CloudStack. It can be written in any programming language. The script then communicates with the external platform. It uses API, CLI, SSH, or WinRM to execute the operation and then returns a JSON response with status and metadata. When an action is triggered, CloudStack calls the extension script on the management server, passing a JSON payload, the requested operation, and a timeout. CloudStack maps this response to its job system and updates the operation status accordingly. In the CloudStack UI, a new sidebar menu provides access to extensions. Here, you can view existing ones, including the two built-in Orchestrator extensions for Proxmox and Hyper-V. These extensions work out of the box and also serve as reference examples for developing custom ones. Both support standard instance lifecycle actions, along with additional custom actions. Let's take a closer look at the Proxmox extension. In the Details tab, you can see key information such as its type and execution path. The Resources tab, when populated, shows the clusters associated with the extension. And in the Custom Actions tab, you can view and define additional operations supported by the extension script. First, add a cluster to an existing pod, setting the hypervisor type to external and selecting the desired extension. In this tutorial, we'll use the Proxmox Orchestrator. To add a Proxmox host, open the Proxmox UI. Under the Data Center section, expand permissions and select API tokens. Create a new token by choosing a user, defining a token name, deselecting the privilege separation option, and clicking Add. Then, copy the secret key. Next, go to Permissions again and add an API token permission. Set the path to /VMS. Choose the token created in the previous step, select Administrator as the role, and click Add. Now, we will create a bridge and connect it to the switch port that carries the tagged VLANs. When CloudStack launches a new Proxmox instance, its network interface will be tagged with the VLAN specified by CloudStack. To proceed, select the Proxmox host and go to Network. Create a Linux bridge named CloudBR1 and assign the appropriate physical network card as the bridge port. Then click Create, and finally, Apply Configuration. In the CloudStack UI, go to Hosts and add a new host. Select the cluster created in the previous step, enter the host name, and select Configuration Details. Enter the key parameter required by the Proxmox extension host: URL, user, token, secret key, node name, and network bridge. All taken from the Proxmox configuration created in the previous step. If you're using the internal TLS certificate generated by Proxmox, disable verification by setting Verified TLS certificate to false. Finally, click OK. In Proxmox, we have already configured 3 templates: Debian, Alma Linux, and Ubuntu. Each contains a pre-installed operating system, ready to be used for creating new instances. We will use their template IDs to create the corresponding CloudStack templates, which will be referenced during instance creation. In the CloudStack UI, go to Images, Templates, and click Register Template from URL. From the URL field, enter a dummy value as it's mandatory. Define a template name, select the zone, set the hypervisor to external, choose Proxmox as the extension, and then open External Details. Here, provide the key parameters required by the Proxmox extension template. Template_type equals template, or ISO if you already have an ISO image created in Proxmox. Template ID if template type is set to template. Fill in the remaining fields according to the template you're registering. Repeat these steps for the other templates. The process of creating new Proxmox instances is the same as with native hypervisors, using the same form and API. When a Proxmox template is selected, CloudStack automatically provisions the instance on the external hypervisor through the Proxmox extension. You can also track the tasks directly in the Proxmox UI, with full description and status. Once created, the instance can be managed through CloudStack just like any other resource. In this example, we will add a firewall rule and configure port forwarding to allow SSH access to the instance. Subscribe to our channel for more new features videos.